Hey, I'm Matt with Meat Church. Let's make these delicious Cajun Party Ribs. Well, I'm very excited today. It's summertime. You guys are going to be cooking ribs. We did a party rib recipe last year on this channel, and it blew up. And it was just very straightforward barbecue flavor profile. I was scrolling Instagram recently, and I saw a lady named Lauren Nagel made these Cajun style party ribs with a homemade rub and a homemade hot honey butter sauce. And that sounded absolutely delicious to me. And so I thought, let's give it a shot. Never done this before, but I can guarantee you it will be delicious because of the flavors that we're gonna throw into it. Again, very popular method. This is a method where you will take a rack of ribs and you will cut them up individually raw, season them up, and cook them individually. And that way you get caramelization on all sides. You'll get barbecue sauce on all sides, and you cook them in a fraction of the time. And I admitted last year in my video that I was a naysayer to this trend, and I don't do trendy things normally just because someone else is doing it, but we gave it a shot on vacation and people inhaled them. And when I get that kind of reaction, I think I need to come teach my audience how to do this. And so I know this one will be good. We'll make it really fast and straightforward, and we will go from there. So instead of doing spares, this time I'm doing baby back ribs. Love these as well. They are generally a little meatier than a spare rib. So you don't have to take the membrane off these, by the way, which is a plus. Just gonna trim off the excess, anything excess here. I'm not gonna need to do a whole lot to these. This is not a competition style rib, so I am not worried about what's kind of hanging off or the presentation. Since we're cutting these up and cooking them individual, I'm gonna maximize the money that I spent on these ribs. So definitely good for a budget. This is going in our hardcore barbecue series. I've talked about this each of the last few weeks. We have this series on YouTube, a playlist called Hardcore Barbecue. What is that? It's all the classics. If you are barbecuing brisket, ribs, chicken, burn-ins, chicken all kinds of different ways. We had Von Miller on our channel doing, I think maybe the most delicious chicken we've ever done. Anyway, we'll put a card up here for that, but it's a YouTube playlist. We trademarked the term hardcore barbecue years ago because you guys love this playlist so much. So that's where you'll go get the deep dive, most classic barbecue recipes. All right, I'm gonna do this bone side up. I wanna cut these individually. Why do I do this? Well, this way I can actually see the direction of the bones. I'll give you an example right in the middle. So using my Montana knife, let me show you this first. My Montana knife, Bearded Butcher's breaking knife. I'm gonna just cut a path right here in the middle, in between the bones. And a little hook at the end. So that way you can kind of see where you're going, but do this however you like to do it. Just the easiest way for me to do it. So baby back's gonna be a little tricky with these bones, so I usually will flip them this direction so that I can actually see the path here. There we go. Got the ribs all cut up individually, so now it's time to put a little binder on here. So if we're gonna call these Cajun, I need a Louisiana product to slather these up. So I'm gonna use my favorite hot sauce, Crystal's hot sauce. This is what I put on all my oysters, made in Louisiana. Use what you want, but we're going Cajun with a little bit of heat. Got our ribs slathered. Now let's talk about seasoning. I'm gonna use our Holy Voodoo. This is our Cajun-inspired seasoning, a little more salt forward. If you're a Meat Church person, you know how popular this is. It is a top 2 seasoning for us. Use whatever seasoning you love. If you're going Cajun style, then you definitely need a Cajun style rub, but use whatever you got on hand or whatever you prefer. I know this is gonna be delicious. I've done something similar on a different cut of meat. I'm gonna season these all over. I'm gonna allow them to adhere for about 15 minutes. You'll know they're ready when they look nice and wet, when the salt in the seasoning has pulled the moisture kind of out of the meat, and they'll be really good and adhered at that point and ready to go on the smoker. So let's talk about cooking. I'm throwing these in a 275-degree smoker today. I'm using the Meat Church pecan and cherry pellets. I'm in love with these lately. The best pairing for them is pork, so it makes sense to me. Use whatever you want. Anything would work on these, to be honest with you, whether you're going oak, mesquite, if you want like a stronger flavor, a little less smoky, hickory. You know, this is going to be a quick cook. When you cut these individually, they're not in the smoke all that long, so you have a lot of latitude on what sort of wood you want to use. So I'm going in 275 degrees. It won't take an hour and a half or so. When they're done, I'll tell you exactly how long it took. Don't need to spritz them or do anything. Well, it's been 1 hour and 20 minutes. The ribs are looking great. Beautiful color. So instant read thermometer, I'm going to show you, but the most important thing is you're just looking for this pretty color. You ultimately need to get them to tender, but if you want to know what they're at in this particular stage, so they're in the 180s. They're going to be tender over 200, so we know that we're like 90% of the way there. So let's remove these, throw them in a pan, and get them ready to wrap up with some more goodness. The final stage of this cook is going to be in a pan in some delicious braising liquids covered with foil until they are to the stage of being tender. So we've got 1 stick of butter. Don't think it makes a huge difference if it's salted or not. The seasoning salt forward. I don't find that it's going to make a difference usually in this sort of application. And then I'm going to put some hot honey in it. This is my buddy Chef Jay's out of Colorado. Just a good friend of mine, makes like really delicious products. Chef Jay, if you guys are Ace Hardware people, he's their chef. His best product would be his caramels that he makes. We're supposed to sell them in the store, but I just eat them all. So come down to Meat Church Barbecue Supply looking for Chef Jay's caramels. They're probably in my belly. This is all personal preference at this point. This butter's gonna melt down. So I'm gonna toss these around in here, but really what I'm gonna do, I'm gonna cover this, I'm gonna put it in the smoker, and then after everything kind of melts, I'm gonna toss it around so that everything can be like really nice and combined. So it doesn't have to be perfect yet because we're gonna come back and mess with it in a few minutes. Okay, these have been in for, 15, 20 minutes, so the butter and everything's gonna be nice and melted. They're not done yet, but this is where I just wanted to show you, you've got all this residual juice in here. Everything's melted down. I want to toss these, and we'll do this again at the end, but just something I like to do about midway through, and then we're gonna wrap the foil back up and just throw them back in and cook them till they're probe tender using our instant read thermometer, which is, again, probably just over 200 degrees or so. So no resistance with the instant read. I'll give you an example. We'll just be pressing these like there's still a little resistance, so I want them to be nice and soft so they just like fall off the bone almost. Maybe not fall off the bone, but close. It's been exactly 33 minutes at the same temperature, 275 degrees. We've been probing with the instant read thermometer. They're over 200 and they're all tender, so they're ready. And these are gonna be wicked hot. Ooh. Oh yeah. You can see they look awesome. So we're gonna do the same thing we did earlier, where I want to get these nice and wet, and then I'm going to lay them out on the board here because they're, again, crazy, crazy hot. Crazy, crazy beautiful. You need to let them cool off. So you don't have to sauce these anymore. The mixture we put these in is going to work as our sauce today. Give me a nice hand cramping cold 8. Oh, yeah. All right, let's dig in. Got me one back here that's looking pretty good. I'm excited for these. These are sticky. Oh, man. Perfectly cooked, if I do say so myself. I ain't mad at it. I thought that was going to be like significantly spicier, so I'm relieved that these are what I call appropriate level of heat. Hot sauce binder, Voodoo, hot honey did not make these what I would call spicy. I would call it interesting. These are like interesting level of heat. They are damn delicious. This is super good. I mean, I will be making this many times this summer. In fact, I need to be cooking this weekend, and I promise you this is exactly what I'm cooking this weekend because these are a huge hit. They cook in a fraction of the time of normal ribs. So we were 2 hours. They're super tender. They're sticky. They're delicious, like really unique flavors. So I'm glad I came across the version of this that inspired me to kind of make it our own. I'm a huge fan of this. Recipe below goes to meatchurch.com. The weekly recipe is always the banner of meatchurch.com. Please like and subscribe. I always say your subscriptions are how we keep doing these free how-to cooking videos. Appreciate you guys being here. Be sure to check out the Hardcore Barbecue playlist. We've been running it. This is episode 8, I believe. Tons of great videos in there. Appreciate you guys being here. Get outside, cook something this weekend. See you next week.